This is a 2-row repeat worked on an odd number of stitches. I have 17 stitches for this sample. You're going to start on the wrong side, and you're going to be purling 2 together, leaving the stitches on your left needle, and then purling the first stitch again. It's not as complicated as it sounds, but it will probably take a little bit of practice to get the hang of it. So purl 2 together as you normally would, except you're going to leave those 2 stitches on your left needle. Now you're going to pick up your first stitch again and purl it, and then drop from your left needle. That's all you do until you get to your last stitch. Purl 2 together, leave them on the left needle, pick up your first stitch, purl it again, and then drop from your left needle. It can be kind of tricky to see that first stitch. Just be careful that you're getting the right one. It's kind of, sometimes it might cross over the second one. Just this one right here. Pearl B has a scarf pattern that uses this stitch, by the way. I'll put a link on the blog. So purl 2 together, leave the stitches on your left needle, pick up your first stitch, and purl it again, and then drop both from your left needle. When you get to your last stitch, whoops, come here, there we go. When you get to your last stitch, you're just going to purl it. And that's row 1. For row 2, we're going to be slipping stitches, and you want to make sure that you're holding your yarn in the back of the work when you slip. This is what you do all the way across your row until you get to the last stitch. You're going to slip 1, knit 1, and now you're going to pick up your slipped stitch just as you would for a pass the slip stitch over. But before you do that, you're going to knit that stitch. So you just knit. Like that. Slip 1, knit 1, pick up your slipped stitch to pass it over, but before you do, you want to knit into that slipped stitch. And you want to make sure that you're doing that step, because when you get to your next row, if you haven't knit, you're going to be short stitches.
Kitty's coming. I get it. I get it.
And so this really is not hard either. It just takes a little bit of practice. Pick up your slipped stitch.
This kitty's coming.
Knit.
This kitty's coming.
slip, knit, pass the slip stitch over, knitting it before you drop it from the needles. Super easy. And when you get to your last stitch on row 2, you're just going to knit it. And you repeat those 2 rows for the pattern. That's it.